Good morning, friends. This side Rahul Magan here is a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Standing today, we're going to shoot a very important video about a topic which is known as the cryptocurrency. A very hot topic. But as we promised to everybody that Treasury Consulting would enter into all business domains across the globe. Now we promised that we would enter into the bot, and our bot Julia is coming 10 to 15 days from now. We promised that we will enter into the petrochemical business. We are now making the logo of our petrochemical business, and we already started negotiating with the Saudi government, the local administration of the Riyadh, that how we are going to setting up our petroleum business in Saudi Arabia effective August 2020. Now, as I promised that we are 4 months away from the Singapore and Hong Kong FinTech Festival, and God willing, Treasury Consulting would be visiting both FinTech festivals. It is in Hong Kong, which is 4th to 8th November, I guess. And in Singapore, it is 11th November to 15th November, I guess. Treasury Consulting would be visiting both the location, whether it's Hong Kong and Singapore. And I promise you that before both FinTech festival, we would have more than 40 plus videos only on the cryptocurrency. You can take a pen and a plain piece of paper and start writing. We would be shooting more than 40 plus videos on cryptocurrency, only on cryptocurrency, which covers the crypto exchanges, which covers encryption standards, decryption standard, the frauds, the protection measures, the role of the regulator, the STO, and whatnot. Today we're going to speak about very important topic which also pertains to cryptocurrency, but we need to link cryptocurrency with the finance. That is an unfortunate fact that even though I am a big supporter of American presidency Donald Trump, but the recent statement given by the US presidency Donald Trump that crypto is not a money and he do not treat crypto as a money, this is little confusing statement according to me given by the Donald Trump. Although Donald Trump is holding as a position as an American presidency, but I hope that markets will not take his statement very seriously about crypto. Crypto is a currency. That is a different thing, that the mandate of the crypto has not been able to reach where it should be. The merchant adoption of the crypto not been able to reach where it should be. And I think everyone is responsible for that. Regulators have to take the responsibility. The crypto exchanges, the broker-dealer networks, they have to take the responsibility. The so-called wallets, they have to take the responsibility. And also the general public who ends up being frauded in the crypto, they also have to take their responsibility. The responsibility that crypto, even after 12 plus years of existence, not been able to reach where it should be, the sole reason is that no one wanted to take a sole responsibility and able to take this forward. But it doesn't matter. That's good news for us. So today we're talking about cryptocurrencies, trade, finance, and strategies. You know that we are a Singapore based company, and nowadays we're spending a lot of time in Singapore, but nowadays I am in India because we are currently under the development of our bot, which is Julia. So when I was in Singapore just 1 month before, or not month, 15 days before, we had a conference which is Wall Street conference. Now in this Wall Street conference, what happened, I end up meeting several people who criticized crypto a lot. Sometimes I also criticize crypto. And they said that we do not have anybody who come to us and give us a solution and link the Western, I repeat, the Western banking with the crypto. Well, here comes the crypto derivatives. So we decided to enter into the market of the crypto derivatives and spare our Western knowledge of the derivatives. You know that Treasury Consulting derivative knowledge is beyond Reuters and Bloomberg. So we decided that. Now we make a case, and the case which is, I'm not saying that it's happening seldom, and also I'm not saying it is happening often, but at least we have two banks in the globe, which is Goldman and Chase. Both have shown their willingness, I repeat, willingness to move in the crypto space. Goldman, there is a public, don't say that it's a confirmed or not confirmed, but there is a news we have in the public that Goldman wanted to come up with their own coin, while at the same time the head of JP Morgan, Dimon, he already confirmed that he is coming up with own coin. with this JPM coin, while Facebook founder Zuckerberg is coming up with Libra. That is a different thing, that today Libra is facing a lot of criticism, and if I'm not wrong, that Hong Kong Monetary Authority and Monetary Authority of Singapore is reviewing Libra, and they are looking forward that whether it can be legitimized in Singapore or maybe in respective Hong Kong or not. The time will tell what would be the direction of Hong Kong Monetary Authority and Monetary Authority of Singapore. We will see, we will comment on that, but by the time it is not coming, there is no comment on that. As simple as that. Today we're going to discuss about how, if you holding crypto assets, I don't call it a cryptocurrency. If you're holding the crypto asset, you can monetize that and you can run your show. So basically, I have taken few top cryptocurrencies because the board is small, I cannot take all. According to internet, there are roughly 97 plus 8, which is roughly 105 coins we have worldwide. Different sources of the internet confirming different numbers. I visited internet and I got to know from some link that there are 300 plus coins which we have worldwide. At the same time, one article confirmed me that we have more than 400 plus coins which we have. But apart from all these numbers, what I did, I took the top 15 in terms of the market capitalization. I repeat, in terms of the market capitalization. So of course the first has to be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Binance, EOS, BSV, Bitcoin SV, TRX, XLM also known as Stellar. Then you have ADA. These coins are generally in the wallets. So if you are the holder, assuming yourself as a holder of these coins, you will either put it in the exchanges or you will put this in the wallet. Or maybe you sometimes exchanges provide you the wallet. Now in Singapore you have a lot of companies who claim that they can make the wallet of crypto just like that. I'm not giving anybody's name in the public domain, but I always doubt that how can you make the crypto wallet like that. But anyways, this is what they are claiming. I have, without quoting the name of the crypto exchange, but next time, the next video of crypto would be how the crypto exchange actually works. That we're going to discuss. So you have crypto exchange 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this time deliberately I have not mentioned the name, but next time I'm surely going to be mentioning the names. I have taken a dummy figure. Suppose it is 10 million, 25, 35, 15, 80, 100, the total tantamount to 265 billion. I repeat, you are an individual or you are a corporate or maybe a high net worth individual, HNI. You holding the top 10 coins in crypto and in the multiple exchanges via wallets, and the total value tantamount to $265 million. Now we at least have two banks, those who are pro crypto. Of course, slowly we have more banks, those who would be pro crypto. God knows, 2 years down the line Citi would be pro crypto. Maybe 3 years down the line we have Santander. We have HSBC, although HSBC is turning pro crypto. I hope you would be knowing that HSBC recently launched the 10 currencies virtual account. 10 currencies virtual account in Singapore and Hong Kong. So companies like me who are in the Hong Kong, who are in the Singapore can avail that facility, and we can have a 10 currency virtual account with HSBC. So slowly things are moving towards the virtual banking, and the big boys, I call them big boys. Big boys are moving as a crypto pro, but we need to wait, we need to watch till what extent they go, what would be the regulatory scene, because one important problem which we have worldwide is the regulatory. Regulatory is very timid, regulatory is very pessimist. What happens, regulatory is nowadays is acting like an antivirus according to me. So what is antivirus? Somebody sitting in Berlin, I'm just giving an example. Somebody sitting in Berlin and making a virus. He is uploading that virus in a song, any patriotic song or any movie song, whatever. This song is a very famous song, so people go on YouTube and stream this song. It comes to your mobile phones, it comes to your desktop, applets and multiple. Then what happen? It will enter into your computer. Then the great antivirus companies, without quoting the name, will get to know somebody made this virus, they will make antivirus. Today regulators acting as an antivirus. They first wait somebody to create a virus, Once he created the virus, he let upload on the YouTube or maybe the multiple sources which we have like Google and all, and then they will, once it will create destruction, then they will take an action. So regulatory is very poor, and unfortunately we have few exceptions, but nowadays I'm sorry to say that Singapore economy is also facing a hit. This quarter we grew by 1% in a quarter, 1%. I don't think that is what is something justified for Singapore, which is a financial center. The economy is growing by 1% and it is not at all justified. But let's move further. Two pro banks, Goldman and Chase. Like I told you in the yesterday video, every bank have one department which is trade finance. Trade finance department is divided into two parts. One is for the normal public, for bank guarantee, letter of credit, standby letter of credit and whatnot. And one is for a structured trade finance, which is for a very structured requirement. Structured requirement by the corporates, by the petrochemical companies, by the hardline importers, hardline exporters and whatnot. Now these two big boys are, they are crypto pro. Everyone know that. But one important problem that we have in the crypto is the volatility. If today somebody comes to me with the GBP, with the euro, with the Swiss franc and max to max Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, the volatility is hardly 14%, 15%, maximum 16%. But the problem with the crypto is that the volatility starts from 20%. I don't know how many people have Reuters and Bloomberg, but if you have Reuters and Bloomberg, you open Reuters and Bloomberg and you see the volatility of Bitcoin. And you just put the name by Bitcoin, you put BTC, Ethereum, XRP, Stellar, TRX, BSV, EOS. You would get to know that the volatility starts from 20%. Now, if I take this asset to a bank, I know that they are pro crypto, but since the volatility is 20%, let's give you an example. Few weeks before Bitcoin was less than 4,000. Everyone was talking about it would move to 3,000, including me. I don't know what happened. It started moving up, it reached to 8,000. From 8,000, people came and said that let's have a sell call. Then it started moving 10,000, now 13,000, from 13,000 now it is roughly 11,700. And God knows tomorrow what happened in the market, and it will touch to 18,000. Nobody knows, because there is no fundamental which we have. One good thing which I agree with the American presidency and many people about crypto is that since there is no single regulatory we have worldwide, like BIS, Bank for International Settlement, since in the absence of a single regulatory, undermining the valuation of the crypto is always very critical. That I agree. Because Bank for International Settlement will always act as a regulatory of regulators. Do we have a single regulator in the body who will be ready to take the responsibility of the crypto? We do not. And very hard to say that the Financial Action Task Force, which is actually a body to prevent money laundering or to stop money laundering, if you look at their recent circular about crypto in the public domain, you would get to know that they need a training. They practically need a training how crypto works. This is a situation of a regulatory body who controls so-called money laundering. And they practically need a training. You go to the website or maybe on the Google, you get a link about the recent circular about the Financial Action Task Force and you would get to know. Now what happened, if we move to these, I am damn sure that volatility is always an issue. Here I am fully sure. It might be possible that Goldman will take a haircut of 50%. I will not be surprised, or it might be possible that Chase will take a haircut of 60%. Because if you come to me and say that, why are they taking the haircut of 50%? I would be pro Goldman and pro Chase. Because they are dealing with an asset class whose volatility cannot be computed. And it cannot be regularized. So that is one important issue which we need to address. But for a minute, if we address that, and if we take the volatility as 50% for a minute, haircut as 50%, we still end up roughly 132.5. Flatly speaking, $133 million of the valuation of an asset. That $103 million can be converted into bank guarantee, safekeeping receipt, direct pay letter of credit, I would say standby letter of credit. It could be converted into a subordinate bond with a valuation. I don't know how many people, those who are watching this video, actually know or understand how subordinate bond works. So it could be converted bank guarantee, safekeeping receipt, DPLC, letter of credit, SBLC, and subordinate bond. Now this can also be monetized from the same bank. I am always a strong believer of the fact that if you are issuing any trade finance instrument from the bank, you get this monetized from the same bank. If you are not getting monetized from the same bank, it is your mistake, because it's your duty to get this monetized, because then in that you would be able to get a lot of benefit out of it. Now what I do, I will get a safekeeping receipt, I get this monetized, and I can invest in my business provided I know that business will generate revenue. If that business do not generate revenue and end up in a loss, I would have lose the entire holding of 265 million and probably 132 million dollars, which after haircut Goldman is computing. Be careful. Do not enter into the route if you are not sure about it. Okay, be careful about that. Here we know that practically speaking, today Goldman and Chase owns the Bitcoin desk, crypto desk. Goldman, Blankfin, when Blankfin was there, now we have the Dylan. Blankfin expressed his wish 1.5 to 2 years before to have a crypto desk, and Goldman do have a crypto desk today. Chase also have a crypto desk. Preferably what they do, they enter up in nothing but a bullet trading. They have $265 million of asset on which they issued a trade finance instrument of SKR, which is roughly to 133 or 132, whatever you take. They enter into the bullet trading, and that bullet trading would be crypto spot, crypto futures, and crypto option. I know many intelligent people, those who are talking about the crypto in Singapore and running their sponsorship based model, they do not know how the crypto options work. They do not know then how crypto futures work, and they do not know then how to trade the crypto. As simple as that. They only talk, they get the money from the startups, and this is how they earn their living. But for a bank, it is a bullet trading, and bank can also utilize this money in the interbank market, because you need to understand very carefully that all the monetized instruments of the globe, crypto or non-crypto, all the monetized instruments of the globe, crypto or non-crypto, is having a dedicated monetized market, and that monetized market is governed by the banks, which is also known as the interbank monetized market. If time permit, we would have a video on that. If time don't, I'm sorry for that. Bank can have a bullet trading, bank can make hell lot of money. This is how this works. But to cut the long discussion short, crypto is beyond STO, crypto is beyond ICO, crypto is beyond IEO, crypto is beyond AEO and the so-called fancy words. Crypto is very soon linking with the Western banking, and crypto needs people, those who are expert in the Western banking and able to link with the crypto. This is our model, how crypto can be linked in the trade finance. How can we convert this $265 million of the crypto asset into safekeeping receipt, and how the bank can do the bullet trading. There are more videos on the cards. Like promised, Treasury Consulting is a 3-year company. Now tomorrow we are going to have a 3 years, and we're going to touch 3 years, and we assure you one thing, that we're going to be touching every business which is there in the finance. Now you will very often see we're going to shooting a lot of videos about crypto, about blockchain, about regulatory in crypto, and many things. Because before 4th November 2019, when the Hong Kong FinTech Festival would start, Treasury Consulting would be a known face in the blockchain. With this, I thank you very much. You know my mobile number 919899242978. You know our fixed income platform www.fixedincome.global, and don't forget that Julia is on the cards, and our e-commerce business is also on the cards. Talk soon. Thank you.